Hey everybody, that's Austin, our dog Zeus, and there's me. For the past 8 months, we've been converting a shuttle bus into a beautiful tiny home on wheels. We've learned so much throughout this process, and we were faced with much adversity early on through the demolition process, but we're starting to see light at the end of the tunnel. Last time you saw us, we built our cabinet and prepped our countertop. Wait till you see the vibrancy of the wood and their flow of energy.
All right, everyone, we are back at the bus. Chris is taking care of some of the electrical work on the inside, and today I am actually going to start mounting the solar panel. There's one. And that's going up there at some point. I did also want to give you guys a little tour of what's going on in the bus. It is an absolute mess right now, not gonna lie.
I will have to admit, this was my first time using epoxy, and that tape you saw me put on, yeah, that didn't hold and all of the epoxy seeped through. This is one of those moments where you learn from my mistakes and look to the experts on how it should be done. The final look was my third attempt, and I think it looks pretty good if I do say so myself. As we wrapped up the smaller things, it was time to pick up the bus from Chris, where he was supposed to help us with our solar kit.
So since we were waiting on this for 2 weeks, it actually gave us so much more free time to do some of the other things that we needed to get done in preparation for leaving. Part of that included potentially creating our LLC for Awakened Days.
Yes, we just talked to our good friend Debbie about this, so that is currently in the works. We'll tell you guys more about that later.
We've been still trying to figure out the insurance situation with the bus, but we are thinking about potentially putting our bus in the business's name, so then therefore we can make it a commercial vehicle and do tax write-offs for our miles that we drive.
If you guys have any questions about it, feel free to send us a message or comment below. We'd love to talk to you about it.
I am so excited to get back to work on the bus. Woo! Man, they're done. They're done, they're done, they're done. Let me show you guys. I'll show you guys how I secured the wires. Oh, God, I'm getting too old for this. We had the corrugated plastic underneath the boards, and then we ended up mounting them with some washers and some bolts to get these to stick together. And then after that, we put some double-sided Velcro underneath on all of the corners to attach it to the roof. And of course, this was after we had already washed Pegasus last night as well. With this plastic, there's some vents running down the centers, which actually provides some air flow, which is going to help these from not overheating. Here is the end of the positive that is wrapped all the way around and then back to home base. Here is the negative wrapped all the way around to home base. And then this also is some waterproof tape that we used in order to make sure that there was no water that would seep in from these holes that we made. We'll probably come make this prettier at some point as well. So then with that being said, this is absorbing all of the energy from the beautiful sun, sending it down to the bottom of the bus over here. And then Emily and I will meet you down below to follow the rest of the energy. So the solar panels come through right here, and we can follow the wires all the way to the charge controller. So we just are going to end up stringing all the wires, running them underneath, tucked underneath this. And then these actually connect positive and negative into the bottom of the charge controller. There is a faceplate that goes over this to hide some of the wires. But as of right now, if you are able to see, we are pulling in 47 volts. We have our battery charged at 92%, and I don't know what this means yet. But then you can also look at the 4 lights just to show that the solar panels are working and the batteries are being charged right now. So that means that we have electricity. Our first holidays hosting our friends and family. Are you ready?
No. Oh, what is it?
It's for the baby.
Mom, we don't have a baby.
You don't have one yet.
It'll be
Sounds
straight.
good.
Oh, congratulations.
Is there something you need to tell me?
Mom, do you still have that weird stomach thing going on?
Oh yes, honey. The doctors, they don't have a clue. They tell me one thing, then they tell me another thing, and it's been awful.
We know that your holidays can be overwhelming and awkward. Let your 5 Strands results be the talk over the table and not your discomforts. Go to 5strands.com today.
We're back at our favorite place.
We just got back to the bus this morning, and the good news is our batteries are at 100% and are fully charged. Now, the question that I had is these 2 wires are coming directly in from the solar panels, but this is the lone wire that is actually just a general house wire that if you follow the trail, it connects to this and this, which indirectly are connecting to these 2 wires that are sent down to the battery. So I believe that this is called like inverse charging or reverse charging of some sort. I'm not 100% sure. This is something Chris did that I think was just going to be the easiest and efficient way to actually connect to the battery, since we do have them all the way on the other side of the bus. But I think I'm going to have to replace these just because, like I said, they are a little warm. And for ease of mind, before we tuck these away with the new walls that we're trying to put up today, I want to go ahead and replace this and make sure that these aren't going to cause us any difficulties later on. It's on! It's on! Yeah, freaking did it!
How stressed were you?
A little nervous. All right,
I
now.
saw sparks flying earlier.
Yeah, thought it was my life. All right, guys, just showed up to Pegasus after a huge rainstorm. We need to check for 2 things. Number 1, check to make sure that the power did not cut off last night. And then number 2, double check to make sure there's no leaks in the bus, especially after we were making some cuts up in the ceiling area to install the panels themselves. So let's go ahead and check it out just to double check. these are the mornings that I enjoy most. Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned next time where we put up the ceiling and install our main source of airflow. We hope you've enjoyed this journey with us so far. If you have, be sure to like and subscribe to see more.